I meditate for at least 50 minutes every day. 20 minutes in the morning when I wake up, 30 minutes in the evening, usually on a cushion on the floor. I feel like meditation has made such a big difference in my life. It makes me feel better, and because I feel better, I'm happier, I'm calm. I treat myself better, and because I do so, I treat others better as well. My whole life, I was pretty much an emotional mess. I was very impulsive and neurotic, and I've made a lot of mistakes because of that. You could say that I wasn't dealt a good hand in life to begin with. Still, I think that shouldn't be used to excuse some stupid behaviors of mine. Let's not even mention my failures in trading. Well, okay, let's mention it. Trading for long term ROI and trading for a living are two different animals. With the former, you have a day job, so you don't really have to worry about making ends meet. You also have time to sleep on your decisions. Your investments are longer term as well, and so they benefit from positive drifts at the macro level in the markets. So, I mean, you could manage to do good without really working on your mindset. It's very forgiving. It's a completely different story if you're trading for a living. Mindset is the most important parameter, in my opinion. You don't have the luxury of time. You don't have the kind of cushion a day job typically offers. So when trading, you're bringing all sorts of psychological baggage, which affects your performance. A few years ago, I certainly experienced this. It wasn't pretty. I blew up. I really felt bad. Since I got into meditation, I wouldn't say that I trade like a monk, free of emotions, because it's not true. I actually still feel emotional at times, but it's like I know the nature of my thoughts and emotions. I have spent a lot of time observing them, and I know they tend to go haywire when I trade. And you know what? No matter how hard they hit, they don't have power over me anymore. I definitely feel I make better decisions now. And I don't know if that would have happened if I wasn't meditating. Certainly not. The benefits of my practice come on two levels. First, I see the fear as it arises in my body, as a physical sensation. When I recognize it and see it as just a physical sensation, I am less likely to let it run my trading decisions and my life. I can say, okay, fear is coloring my mind at the moment, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow my plan. At the same time, the more I practice this detached observation, I find that the initial physical sensation of fear subsides and goes away. From then, I'm just left feeling very pure and I can do whatever I want. In some sense, it liberates my choice to do whatever I want. It's very cool. With this practice, I now have a tool to calm myself back down, and I think more constructively, objectively, uh, just add whatever positive adjectives here. Coming back to what I was saying earlier, if trading for a living is something you want to pursue, you won't get anywhere if you don't implement a system that minimizes emotions. If you're too focused on the money and so being right, it's going to draw out of you that mental energy that is required to generate peak performances. Peak performances in the markets cannot be maintained if you're thinking of anything other than trading, other than following your plan. So meditation really showed me a new way to approach trading, to approach my life. Instead of getting lost in thought while trading, I could strengthen my power of concentration through meditation so that I could be present 100% with my trades, with my trading process. I'm left with a more pristine mind, sharper, more sensitive, but not in a bad way, in a very positive way. Again, I feel calmer and more stable. My concentration and my capacity to trade have increased greatly. I feel like I am finally much closer to reaching my potential. Success in this business has a lot to do with emotional stability. I think it's not enough acknowledged and appreciated, and I hope through this video I have successfully convinced you that it's something worth spending time on.